From Westview High School and Emma, Indiana, it's Westview Warrior Basketball, streaming live at LaGwanamedia.com. Good evening, everyone. This is Jerry Hosteller along with Dan Byler. And tonight, Westview will play host to the Fremont Eagles. Both teams are coming off losses in their last two outings. Westview lost to a pair of Northern Lakes Conference schools, Wawasee 69-62 a week ago at Wawasee, and then lost to Goshen last Friday evening by a final count of 60-44. On the same nights at different gyms, Fremont dropped their games at Fairfield 61-57 last Tuesday, and at home on Friday versus the Central Noble Cougars by a score of 64-55. Westview brings a 13-7 overall record into play tonight, and the Warriors have 7 wins in Northeast Corner Conference games to go along with the 2 losses and find themselves just 1 game behind conference leader West Noble. And you might have seen where West Noble was upset in overtime over at Angola on Saturday night. That was the Chargers' first loss in conference play. Fremont, under the direction of second-year head coach Josh Stuckey, bring a 10-10 overall record and a 4-5 NECC mark into tonight's ball game. The Eagles are currently in 8th place in the conference. The Warriors are number 2 in the NECC. So both teams will be trying to get back on the winning track tonight as they do battle here on the Westview hardwood. Tonight's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 075 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. We'll be back with our pregame show from Westview right after this 30-second timeout and a word from Weaver Furniture Sales.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
And welcome back to Westview High School. Wanted to let you know tonight's game is also brought to you by Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Call Dale at 260-463-3970. Also by Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka, 20 West in LaGrange. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Also by Dry Forest Wood Products on County Road 675 West in Shipshewana. By LaGwana, your local creative services provider. By Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, located right across from the Topeka Sale Barn on East Lake Street. Also avail portable toilet and sink rentals, daily, weekly, or monthly rentals. By Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury. By Topeka Pharmacy, 101 North Main on State Road 5. By Emma Warehouse. See them for Valspar paint and painting supplies in downtown Emma. And by Ben's Pretzels, located south of Shipshewana on State Road 5. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. We'll be back right after this 30-second spot to do tonight's Westview pregame show, brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673. And we're back at Westview High School. Both teams have returned to their locker room to get some instructions from their head coaches. Josh Stuckey from Fremont, and of course Chandler Pribble in his first year here at Westview. JV final tonight. Westview was a winner over Fremont by a score of 56-41. Do we know their record, Dan?
I don't, but I do know. Yeah, I think they're around 500 tonight. I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking it might be one of the highest scoring games they've had. They had a nice game I just remember when we hit the end of the first quarter, I thought it was halftime. I mean, it wasn't.
More like a halftime score, yeah.
They were running pretty well, but we actually had 3 in double figures and another one just almost there. So tonight we were led by 16 from Brett Springer. He hit, I think it might have been 3 threes. Eli Atra had a really nice game tonight, looking more offensively minded as he was driving to the basket. He had 14. Mylan Miller always chips in a bunch of points. He had 13 tonight. And then Jack Massey had 8 points, including 2 threes.
I think that was his best game of the year.
I think it might be, but again, I don't have the complete stats. But they had a very nice game. They just kept pulling away from Fremont slowly and steadily throughout the game.
Nice, well-balanced scoring. The JV looked good tonight, so congratulations to them on their victory. Tonight, it'll be both teams trying to get back on a winning track. We had a couple of tough losses to NLC teams last week in Wawasee and Goshen. So Westview, I had a couple, let's see, I have to look at the schedule to make sure, but we've lost. That was the first time we lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
We had won, there's always victories between our losses before, but so this is the first time that we've had a 2-game losing streak.
So we really want to cut that out.
Yeah, we need to.
Don't need that at all. So, so one of the things, obviously, tonight is our last conference game of the season. Friday night we'll be playing at Concord. Oh, and just to give you a heads up, that will be an audio-only broadcast from LaGwana. They are not allowing live video stream, but we will be doing the game audio only. And then, of course, looking at next week, we got sectional.
Yes, we do.
We're there already, aren't we?
Yes, we are. I can't believe it. Seems like the season just started, but here we are. And it's sectional time. And, of course, both teams that are involved in tonight's game will be involved in the Westview sectional. And that draw was on Sunday afternoon. So we know what it's going to look like. And Westview is going to get started right off the bat in the first game against Cherubusco. And I think maybe Cherubusco might have improved a little bit, but I'd say Westview would have to be a heavy favorite in that first game.
I would guess so. I think there's one player that was playing junior varsity when we played them. That was their first game of the year. They had somebody that moved into the school district that was not eligible to play varsity, but he was doing a heck of a job on the JV.
Right.
And so I'm pretty sure he'll be playing varsity, but they really have struggled this year. They only 3 wins so far this year.
Yeah, 3-17 Cherubusco, and Westview, of course, 13-7 going into tonight's action. Then the second game on Tuesday will feature these Fremont Eagles that are in our gym tonight against Prairie Heights, and that could be a pretty good matchup between those two teams. I would say Prairie Heights would be the favorite to come out of there, but you never know.
I'm pretty sure when they met during the regular season, Prairie Heights was the winner there. But yeah, Prairie Heights. Height advantage. I would, if I was a betting man, I'd probably bet on Prairie Heights. But the nice thing is they play each other.
Right.
And then whoever wins there has to play Central Noble. And then we play, if we win our game, well, I guess we haven't said who we play next. If we beat Cherubusco, we'll be meeting up with Eastside again. And Eastside, we have beaten once. It was a close game.
Yeah, it was.
They have an 8-13 record, so just looking at the record, you would expect Westview to be a favorite there too. But if we make it through Busco and Eastside, then we will just have to play one of those other 3 teams.
Right. So it'll be Eastside in the semifinals if we get that far, and then Central Noble.
And tonight the Dynamic Sensations as a group will be performing the national anthem. They're convening out there on the floor.
Beautiful job done by the Dynamic Sensations under the direction of Jill Hom, choir director here at Westview. Beautiful job. That's always good. They always finish out the year for us.
Yes, I believe so.
Game.
So it's always something to look forward to.
Right.
She always has some of her students performing throughout the year, doing the national anthem individually, but it is nice when the whole group does it.
Yeah. A lot of talent. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Fremont Eagles, Corbin Beeman will start. He's a junior. And we're going to have to guess on our heights because we don't have him. It looks like he's about 5'8". Boy, these numbers are hard to see. 11 is Caden Huffnagel. He's a sophomore, about 5'8" as well. Number 15 at forward is Brogan Blue, 6'1" senior. Number 23 is Bryce Parnan, a sophomore, and he looks to be over 6 feet tall. And number 25 is Connor Slee. Watching some video of their team, and he was hitting threes like crazy. So number 25, he's a 5'10" junior. For the Warriors, Jethro Hostetler, 6'2" senior, averaging 7.9 points per game. They start at forward. At guard will be Brady Yoder, 5'10" senior, averaging 19.5 points per game for the Warriors. Wiley Minix, a 6'1" junior, averaging 12.7 points per game coming in. Number 25 is Owen Brill, a 6'1" sophomore. Owen averaging 4.6 points per game. And rounding out the lineup for Chandler Perble's Westview Warriors, it will be number 33, Luke Helmuth, 6' junior, averaging 8.3 points per game. Westview at 13-7 overall and 7-2 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Fremont at 10-10 and 4-5 in the conference. Band's whistling in the background to get this game started. Corbin Beeman will, or rather Bryce Parnan will go up center court with Jethro Hostetler, and the tip is controlled by Fremont. Corbin Beeman gets it out front to Brogan Blue. Guthrie driving, shots up in the air and in. And I believe that was 15 Brogan Blue.
It is difficult to see those numbers, you're right. Those thin stripes on black background.
Owen's three-point attempt is overshot, no good. Quickly on the fast break, stripped away, good defense by Luke. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Fremont. As Luke hit it off the body of one of the Fremont players, so Westview gets it back, trailing by 2. Jethro down low, Luke has it swatted away, and back comes Fremont. With the ball was Slee. Inside to Blue. He'll put it up, gives it to the big guy, the number 23, Parnan, and he puts it in. So Fremont off to a 4-point lead. They don't waste any time getting up the court, do they?
Yeah, they don't.
Brady stops, elbow right side, puts it up, hit it.
Nice little head fake, got his man in the air.
Back comes Fremont now. Blue with it out front. He'll go left side to Slee. Slipping on the floor out there was Beeman. Fremont maintains possession. Guthrie, he'll put it up off the glass and got it to go. 6-2 Fremont. 4-point lead.
3 different players scored for Fremont already.
They came to play, you can tell, and there's a steal. Bryce Parnan with the rejection and then the steal.
So yeah, he has a block and a steal, doesn't he?
Right.
He's got a pretty good wingspan on him.
With the ball out front, Beeman, he slips again. He's going to have to do something about his shoes there. With the ball, Slee now. He'll take it left side on the bounce pass to Guthrie. Drives it and then gives off to Beeman, who will bring it back out front now. Slee drives. He's double teamed and called for traveling.
So yeah, that slipping that Beeman's experiencing out there is a little unusual. I mean, I wonder, does he not have his normal shoes?
Yeah, it looks like running shoes.
I haven't noticed anyone else slipping, so I'm not sure what the.
I think shots up by Jethro from the free throw line. It's good. So Westview back within 2 now, 6-4. Parnan with the basketball, gives it off left side, and we have another traveling violation on Fremont.
Just not unloading the ball quick enough when they're passing back out.
2 straight turnovers on Fremont. Westview a chance to tie or take the lead here. Both teams in a man-to-man to start this ball game. Inside pass, Jethro can't find the shot. Ball stolen away. Quick steal by Beeman. He'll drive it all the way down, put it up and got it. 8-4.
So of all the points scored, they're all by different players on both teams.
That's amazing.
He traveled again.
Third traveling violation. That time it was a quick stop and a slip.
We've got almost a full line change here. We've got Ethan Bontrager coming in. We've got, 30. I guess Westview wanted to talk it over because we just unloaded the bench there. I was a little surprised. I thought Ethan Bontrager was a starter. Has some Westview connections here. His dad is the JV coach at Fremont, but he played at Westview, graduated from Westview.
Terry Bontrager, right.
Yeah. In fact, his mom works for me.
That's right.
For us. Terry's mom, not Ethan's mom, but Linda Pro.
So I think Gage Cope is joining him in the lineup also. I saw his number out there, 21. So
number 11, Huffnagel, Caden Huffnagel, and number 13, Brody Folk.
Yeah, I thought Huffnagel was in the starting lineup, but I must have misread his number.
I wonder, I don't know, what does he play? Maybe he plays 9 or 10 guys regularly.
Could be. Long three by Wiley is no good, but Jethro with the offensive board. He gives it to Luke, and he's fouled as he goes up for the shot. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming for Luke Helmuth. That foul goes against Corbin Beeman. His first, team first. As a matter of fact, the first foul of the ball game. 4.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Luke hits his first, shooting 56% from the free throw line. The Warriors have struggled this year from the stripe. Just shooting 67% as a team. Second shot is up and good for Luke. So the Warriors once again back within 2. 3 in the air is no good by Bontrager. Rebound tipped into the hands of Brady Yoder. Brady gives to Wiley. He'll pop a 3, and it spins out. Battle for the rebound. Brady gets a tip to him. He puts it up and in. The basket counts.
Now that ball just bounced right to Brady.
It sure did, right in his hands.
Did a nice job. So he's the first player to score a second bucket for either team. Westview ties it up.
8-8 the score. Brady, chance to add to his 4-point scoring total, and he misses on the free throw, and that one's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Westview. It'll be Fremont basketball. Westview yet to have the lead this evening. Fremont a chance to retake the lead here. Ethan Bontrager being trapped half court. Gets it out of trouble. Right back to Ethan. Passes up the 3. Down on the baseline. A shot is up and good by Colton Guthrie. Now Jethro drives. He'll put it up. Quick, fast break for Westview. We're tied again. With the ball is Brody Falk.
This could be a fun game if both teams are willing to run and score quickly.
Shots up, spins out inside by Guthrie, and the rebound comes down to Westview. Brady stops up, gives to Jethro. He'll go right side. Owen will pop a three, and that one's long. Loose on the floor, and it's picked up by Fremont. Back we come. Blue with the basketball. He goes right side with it on the pass to Bontrager. Now back out front it'll come to Blue. Pulls up, back to Bontrager. Bounce pass out front. It's Huffnagel. Fremont works it around the perimeter. Bontrager tries to penetrate, then gives it to Cope. He brings it back out front. Now on a pass to Falk. His three is in the air and good. Brody Falk, his first basket of the evening.
And the first three by either team.
So another player for Fremont has a basket.
Yeah,
That was his
five
first
players with
Yeah.
points now.
Owen Brill out front. Jethro almost loses it into the hands of Luke, and then to Brady. Brady's shots no good, and the rebound Brogan Blue. Long three by Falk again. This time it hits the back of the iron and goes just about out of bounds. Saved in bounds, and we've got a fast break. Luke will put it up and in. 13-12, Westview within one now. 1:53 to go in the first quarter. The drive and the pass to Blue. Blue will pop a three. That one's no good. And the rebound, Brady. Yoder across the timeline. Behind the back dribble. Gives it to Luke, and then left side to Brill. Drives it down the baseline and unloads it to Brady, and he is jumped on right at the wing, and he's fouled.
One of those, if he'd have thrown the ball in the air, he'd have got 3 free throws.
That's right.
So we've got coming off the bench for Westview, Camden and Micah, Yoder Miller, and back into the lineup is a big guy.
Parnan? Is it Parnan?
Parnan, I think.
Yeah.
And not sure who else. 25. Slee.
Westview a chance to take the lead here, down one. Try to get the pass from Brady to Wiley, and it goes off his fingertips and into the Fremont Eagles' hands. Out front, driving Huffnagel. He runs into a buzzsaw there, so he gets it out of trouble. Now to Bontrager. His three is short, and it goes over the glass and out of bounds.
Now they're certainly not shy about putting up the three. I guess that's only 4. They're 1 of 4 right now.
Inside a minute to go, first quarter. Camden Yoder with it out front. Goes right side to Wiley, and then Brady will back it out. Drives, gives off to Camden, then back to Luke. Now Brady will pop a long three, and it's no good. Chased down by Wiley. Minix, bounce pass on the baseline to Brady, feeds it inside to Camden, right back to Brady, and Brady throws it over on the other side of the court. Chased down, it must have been tipped, but he went out of bounds, so it's going to be Fremont's basketball, and Fremont fans want it over and back on that. I didn't see it. Might have been deflected, but it didn't look like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking down trying to catch up with the stats.
It's hard to keep up with this game. It's been pretty fast-paced up to this point. With the basketball, Beeman trying to inbounds with 25.8 on the clock here in the first quarter. Easy pass and shot underneath, and that was Bontrager getting his first 2 of the night. Ethan Bontrager. 15-12 Fremont by 3. Luke Helmuth with it out front. Minix back to Brady on the baseline. Now to Minix, and Wiley finally hits one from outside.
Right at the buzzer.
So a buzzer beater to end the first quarter for Wiley Minix, and we played 8 minutes. Westview and Fremont all tied up at 15. We'll be back with quarter number 2 right after this 60-second timeout.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special, That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Great game so far, 15-15. Westview and Fremont doing battle here at Westview. Westview will inbound to begin the second quarter. Luke Helmuth brings it up. He's being hawked there on defense. Good quick hands that time and a steal by Guthrie. Brady on him. With the basketball into the lane goes Blue, and it's knocked away, saves it. Ethan Bontrager fakes, but he took an extra step. It'll be a traveling violation on Fremont, and Westview will have it.
So that's their 5th turnover as a team. We have 6.
Fast-paced ball game, you're going to see more turnovers. Brady drives, gives it off to Wiley for another 3. This time it's long. Good rebound on the offensive boards by Luke Helmuth, and he is fouled. He'll go to this charity stripe for the second time tonight. Guthrie picks up his first foul, the team 4th on Fremont. Westview yet to pick up a foul. And Luke sinks his 3rd straight free throw.
Makes him our leading scorer right now with 5. Averaging 8.3 a game.
Second shot up and good.
Looks like he's feeling pretty comfortable with that. That's our first lead of the night, too.
17-15, yep. And stepping on the out-of-bounds line was Fremont there. And it'll be a turnover, and Westview will bring it back up and a chance to extend their lead.
And that ties up the turnover count. 6 apiece.
Pretty tight ball game all the way around tonight so far. Micah Miller in the ball game. Luke has it in the paint, has it rejected. Brady now with a 3. It's short. Yanked out of the air there by Fremont. 2 Westview players end up on the floor. Long 3 in the air by Slee is good. And that gives Fremont the lead. Now we have a shaken up player. That's Luke limping to the bench. I'm not sure whether the 2 collided or what happened, but all of a sudden there was 2 Westview players laying on the floor. Might have been friendly fire.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was looking down too.
Fremont retook the lead 18-17 on the 3 by Slee. Camden Yoder.
Engineer confirmed that they ran into each other.
I'm glad you were paying attention, Jeremy.
Well, he can catch it. He's got instant
Oh,
recovery.
there you go. Micah with the feed underneath from Brady, and he puts it in.
Beautiful play by Brady, finding him there.
Now looking over their stats, and Brady leads the team in steals, assists, points, rebounds. So he's a busy guy out there.
First foul of the night against Westview. That's going to be on Jethro. Slee driving in hard. He's done that a couple times. I mean, he just takes off with all burners of fire heading inside.
Not real tall, but he's well built. Bontrager, left side. He'll get it to Blue. Blue takes it in. Now down the baseline goes Beeman. Across the lane, and he'll put it up for, that was Bontrager from the corner for his first 3 of the night. And Fremont with the lead again, 21-19. Brady with a 3, and it's no good again. Over the back called, and I believe that might have been on Micah. That'll be Micah's first. Gage Cope back into the ball game for Fremont. Coming out is Bryce Parnan. 21-19 Fremont. 5:48 to go, first half. Bringing it up is Beeman. Left side Bontrager, fake the three. Now he'll drive it into the paint. Then give off outside for the three, and that's Brogan Blue. 24-19, and now Westview wants to talk it over.
They've hit 3 threes in a row. That's all they've shot this half.
5-point lead, yeah, they've been hot from out there. 24-19, we'll be back right after this 60-second timeout. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
24-19, 5:28 to go first half. Fremont with the lead, Westview with the basketball. Camden Yoder will bring it in.
So we had our first lead of the game, hitting a couple free throws and a couple lead changes. Man, when they hit 3 threes in a row, that isn't good for trying to keep a lead.
Well, they really took the momentum there. Foul from behind, that was going to go against Blue. Brogan Blue is first. Team 5th now on Fremont. Camden Yoder looking to inbound. And he'll give it to Jethro. Back to Camden. Jethro drives. And he has it rejected inside. Beeman comes up with a loose ball for Fremont. Beeman slipped again. He'll bring it out front now with 5 minutes to go first half. Bontrager working against Wiley Minix. Now back to Slee. Bontrager. Fremont will set it up again. Ethan Bontrager goes left side to Blue. Blue takes it into the paint, then gives off to Bontrager. Back outside it comes to Beeman. Beeman gives to Slee for 3. It's short. Chased down by Brady, and he'll bring it up for Westview. Jethro to Camden, wide open for 3, and it's going to go over the back glass.
Well, that's not something you see a whole lot, and we've seen it twice tonight during the.
I think there's too much air in that basketball. Yeah, you don't
hopped
see
up
that.
on the backboard, bounced around.
Right. Well, Brill came back in for Westview. Jethro will take a seat, and so does Camden. And let's see who came in for Camden. Must have been, did Micah come out for a little bit? Luke Helmuth, I guess. Once again, we're going to have to mic up Jeremy, our engineer. He's giving us some tips here tonight. Shot from outside by Brady, misses. Back comes Fremont. Sleed takes it in and gives off to Huffnagel. He stops up in the lane. Slee with it, left side. That'd be Cope, I guess. And now Huffnagel. Fremont taking their time. Bounce pass inside through the hands of Cope. He'll get it back out front. Slee with a long 3, and he hits again.
Looks like maybe we don't want to leave him open out there, do we?
I don't think so.
4 threes. They're 4 of 5 for this quarter from 3-point range.
Wiley now hits his second 3. That helps. Westview now down 5. after being down 8. Beeman drives, Huffnagel rather drives. Shot in the corner by Beeman's an air ball. Chase down, Brill I thought was going to get it, goes out of bounds. It'll still belong to Westview as Fremont.
I think the two officials pointed different directions.
We're going to talk it over. And we might have a switch here.
It's
going to be Westview.
I think the official down on the end line at the far side had a better view, and he overruled the official closer.
Jethro Hosteller brings it in to Brady Yoder. 2:50 to go, first half. Westview down 5. Brady takes it down to the baseline. Bounce pass inside to Jethro. And he tries to get it to Wiley on the wing, but it's well past him. I think Wiley was going back out front. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Westview. And what are we, tied again on?
No,
turnover?
Actually, I think they're still up one, 7-8. 8 on Fremont.
Ethan Bodtrager on the bounce pass. They'll give it to Slee now with the ball. Now into the hands of Bodtrager. He'll pull it out of trouble to Huffnagel up top. Falk. Left side to Slee. Driving is Falk. He'll force it up. Got it. 29-22. Westview down 7. Luke with Slee on him. Drives and then double team, gives it off to Jethro. Out of Owen Brill. Brill's double team. We're kind of getting packed together and running into each other.
Yeah, they're waiting for that release pass going back out.
Bodtrager in the corner. He's going to go ahead and pop the 3. It's going to be long, but right into the hands on a long rebound to Beeman. And now Coach Stuckey is asking for the last shot of the quarter, it looks like. He wants them to spread it out.
Over a minute to go.
Yeah. 70 seconds. And now we have Bodtrager with the ball out front. Owen Brill on him. Inside a minute now to go in the half. Huffnagel drives. And we have a whistle and a foul is going to be called on a reach-in. Huffnagel had pretty much given up going to the basket, but then was held.
Foul is going to be called on Jethro, his second. 3 on Westview.
I think Fremont had 5 fouls there for a while, and then we've almost caught them now. We had 0. Now we have 3. Corner shot, no good. Brady all alone for the rebound. He'll bring it up. Drives it all the way to the basket, puts it up and got it. 6 now for Brady. 29-24. Fremont with the ball and the lead. Beeman way out front. Cross courts it to Colton Guthrie. We're down to 20 seconds. Beeman now out front. We'll have Brady come out on him. We're down to 10 seconds now to go in the half. Bodtrager, now a long 3 in the air. That's going to be off. Rebound, Jethro. He'll put it up at the buzzer. It's going to be over the backboard, no good. So we played 16 minutes of basketball now from Westview, and our score at halftime, Fremont 29, Westview 24. Dan will be back with stats and scoring right after this 2-minute timeout.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana.
By the time he...
Senior tennis player. This year alone, he compiled a record of 29-1. For his high school career, he compiled a record of 99-9. Qualifying for the IHSAA state tournament, he won regional and finished as a Final Four competitor individual at state. He will be attending Indiana Wesleyan in the fall to play tennis. Next is Noah Bontrigger, a freshman cross-country runner. Noah this year broke the school record of 15:20.8. Noah won the conference meet, the sectional meet, the regional meet, the semi-state meet, and placed 12th at state. Congratulations, Isaiah and Noah, on your accomplishments. Let's give them a nice round of applause.
Congratulations to those two seniors here at Westview, Isaiah Hostetler and Noah Bontrager, tennis and cross country.
Did you say seniors?
Aren't they seniors?
No, Noah's a freshman.
You'd think he was. I thought I asked you if he was a senior.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you asked earlier, I thought you were talking about Isaiah. So, yeah, Noah's only a freshman.
My goodness.
That boy can run.
Yeah, that's why I asked where he was going to college. Well, he won't be going to college for a while.
I'm sorry. Yeah, when you were asking me that, I thought you were talking about Isaiah. So,
no, that's fine.
So, yes, Noah's a freshman. And, yeah, his dad's the cross-country coach, Lyle Bontrigger. But even as a third grader, fourth grader, he was running with much older boys and winning every time. So.
Right. Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring mac and cheese pizza as their February pizza of the month. Dan, we had a lot of everything in that first half.
Yeah, it was pretty active. So Westview trailed pretty much the whole first quarter. They did tie it up 3 times at 8, 10, and 15. 15 was right at the end of the first quarter as we hit, as Wiley Minix hit a 3 as time expired. And then we hit a couple of free throws to start the second quarter to take our first lead of the game. And Fremont countered with a 3 to take the lead back. We hit a 2, took the lead back, and then they hit 2 more threes. And we've been playing catch-up since then. We've been down by 5 or 7 ever since, right now with a 5-point deficit, 24-29. Taking a look at individual scoring, and I'm still not quite sure. It felt like maybe he didn't start his best lineup. I'm not sure. He's played 9 guys quite a bit. So anyway, for Fremont. So anyway, right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys that have scored for them. So he's definitely rotating his guys through, and that's obviously the huge advantage of that is to keep the guys fresh. Individual scoring, junior Corbin Beeman, who is starter, has 2 points. Also 2 points for Bryce Parnan. He's a sophomore, and to go along with that 2 points, he has one or two block shots, I think.
Yeah.
Another deflection. 4 points tonight for Colton Guthrie. He was one of the starters. And then 5 points each for Brody Folk, Brogan Blue, and Ethan Bontrager. And their leading scorer right now is Connor Slee, who's hit 2 threes. He's hit 2 out of 3 there in that second period during their 3-point barrage. Westview, 2 points for Micah Miller on a beautiful feed underneath from Brady as he had spun inside. Micah just slid in from the right side and had an easy layup. 4 points for Jethro Hostetler. I think those were real early on in the game. And then 6 points apiece for Brady, Wiley, and Luke. So, and we're 4 of 5 from the free throw line. They have yet to shoot a free throw. Only 3 fouls called on Westview so far, none of them shooting fouls. Westview does have a small, or has a bit of a rebounding advantage. We have 7 defensive, 5 offensive boards. They have 7 defensive boards as well, but only 2 offensive. And yeah, so both teams have 8 turnovers in the first half. So yeah, it's quite a bit back and forth. But I think that 3-point shooting in the second period, they were 4 of 7. Although at one point they were 3 of 3 in the second period. So they were only 1 of 4 after that. But we can only hope they can't keep shooting that hot, because if they do, we're going to be in some serious trouble.
Yeah, in the video that I watched today from on Max Preps, they were just showing highlights, of course, so it looked really good because they were showing every time they made a basket. But they were all different players, too, that were hitting from outside. Slee, I guess, hit a couple, but Ethan Bontrager was one of them, and Beeman, I think, was the other guy that they featured on there. So they do have good outside shooters, and they're very capable of hitting. And yeah, but there's been some times where we didn't have anybody out on Slee when he hit a couple of his. So I think that's going to change come this second half. And we just seem to be kind of discombobulated on offense. There was one time where it looked like Minix and Brady had collided underneath, and then there was a time where we tripped over each other out here on the floor, and we had 2 Warriors down. Luke was shaken up for a while. He did end up coming back into the ball game before the half ended, thank goodness. But I don't know. I think we're going to see a different Westview team in that second half.
Yeah, I think, well, and just looking at the shooting stats, I guess I didn't go over that. So we're 7 of 11 from inside the arc. They're 7 of 10. Both have 14 points from inside there. We've taken 1 more shot. They've taken 11 outside the arc and made 5. So they're shooting, what is that, 40, let's see, how's that go about?
You're the mathematician.
47%, I think, something like that. And we've taken 12, but we've only made 2. So if we would be shooting closer to where we normally shoot from 3-point range, all of a sudden, I mean, that 5-point deficit would be gone if we even made just 2 more. So that we'd have, that would have been 6 more points.
Right. On the year, according to the stats, we're shooting 37% from 3-point land, which kind of surprised me. I thought it might be a little higher than that.
So right now, for tonight, we're shooting 17%.
Right. So
and that's with rounding up.
So we're probably going to improve that a little bit in that second half, we hope.
Well, we would hope we can start hitting some, and maybe they won't stay as hot.
Right.
I mean, that just the 3-point shooting itself right there, if we'd have been as hot as they were and they were as cold as we were, we'd be way out ahead.
I think halftime came about the right time for Westview. So we'll see what happens in the second half. Both teams are coming out of their locker room now. And we'll be back with more from Westview right after this 1-minute timeout.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229. Fremont put 29 points on the scoreboard in that first half. Westview 24, so Westview will be chasing 5 points here as we begin the second half. Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring mac and cheese pizza as their February pizza of the month.
So just real quick, for next week, we talked about who we play. We didn't really say when, so that'll be Tuesday night, February 28th. We'll have Westview Churubusco will be the first game at 6 o'clock, followed around 7:30 by Fremont Prairie Heights. And then the second round games will be Friday evening, March 3rd again, the same times with the winner of Westview Busco playing East Side and the winner of the Fremont Prairie Heights game playing Central Noble. And the finals Saturday evening
night,
at 7
I think
o'clock.
7. Yep. And we'll be following all the Westview games.
And those games are all being played at Westview. So it would be great to have a huge crowd here for those.
Sectional tickets will be on sale this week, I would think.
Yeah, they would have to be, I think.
Right. Slee with the basketball. He'll cross court it as Fremont has the ball first here to begin the second half. With the ball inside, struggling is Huffnagel. He'll get it down on the baseline to Slee. Now out front to Beeman. Beeman drives, tried to unload it inside. Good job by Wiley Minix shutting the gap off and grabbing that basketball on the steal. Inside pass to Wiley. He loses a handle. Pass up court on the bounce pass is chased down by Parnan, and I thought he traveled, but they're going to call a foul first.
And that's going to be the third on Jethro. So he has all but one of our team fouls.
That's right. 3 out of 4.
And the first Eagle to take a free throw shot tonight. Nothing but net on that first one.
Parnan with 3 gives his team a 6-point lead now in the early going of the second half. Second shot is good. Westview will travel over to Concord to finish the regular season on Friday night. We'll bring you that game, but it won't be, it'll be delayed video and live audio. Foul on Fremont. Connor Slee picks up the foul, his first.
He plays with a lot of intensity.
He does.
Sort of fun to watch him. He's not real tall, like we said. He's not a skinny kid either. He's got some muscle on him.
Plays a little bit like Adam Christner used to. With that defense and 3 is good. Wiley Minix, yeah, 3 tonight. All of his points have come from 3-point land. 3 in the air on the other side. Fremont answers with Huffnagel picking up his first. Jethro gets it to Brady down the baseline. He'll put it up. Can't get it to go. Tipped up. Got it. One thing Brady is good at, staying with those baskets, or those missed baskets. Ball deflected. Good steal by Jethro, but he's called for traveling. So it goes back to Fremont. Fremont with a 34-29 lead.
I guess another thing I hadn't mentioned during the stats was the fact that Brady had 4 of our rebounds, now has 5.
Brady, as I mentioned, our leading rebounder. He leads in just, I think, every capacity. Steal by Westview. Brady puts it up. Got it. 10 points now for Brady. 3-point lead, but quickly back the other way. And a basket's good by Brogan Blue underneath, and a timeout called by Fremont. 36-31. Fremont with still their 5-point lead after Westview had gotten them within 1, was it?
Let's see.
3 maybe.
Yeah, 3, I think, 31-34.
We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
The 3.
36-31 is our score. 5:47 to go, third quarter. Fremont with the lead. Wiley Minix will inbound underneath the Westview basket, underneath the Fremont basket. Luke brings it up for Westview. That's Brady. backs it out. He'll feed Wiley right side, then back out front. It'll come to, or rather, yeah, it comes out to Wiley. Brady on the baseline, can't find a shot, unloads a pass to Wiley. Now Brill in the corner, and he hits a three.
Well, maybe it's our turn to hit some threes.
Owen looked very confident on that. His first three of the night. 36-34, Westview trailing by 2. Bontrager in the corner pops a three. That's long. Batted on the floor. Owen, good hustle. Feed up court. Oh, beautiful play underneath on 3 passes. Luke with that last one to Wiley underneath, and Wiley gets fouled. Can't get the basket to go, but he'll have 2 opportunities from the free throw line.
It's going to be called on Parnan, his first 2 on the Eagles now for the half.
Wiley all 3 threes tonight. All his points coming from three-point land, and he's got a chance from the free throw line. And he hits. Wiley at 71% from the free throw line on the season. Westview could tie it here with a successful free throw from Wiley. And we're tied. 36 is on the scoreboard. Slee with the basketball. They're having trouble getting it across. Finally underneath, Parnan. Reverse layup is good. Just in time that time. Time was running out on the 10-second clock. Wiley wide open for 3. Oh, it spins out. Tipped right back to Wiley. He'll get it to Brady. Jethro, right side to Brill. Can't find a 3 there. Luke has it now. Wiley back to Luke. Inside to Jethro. Quick feed to Brill for another 3, and it's long. Tipped out. Tipped again by Fremont. Back they come. Wide open Slee, and he hits. Third 3 of the night for Connor Slee. 41-36 Fremont. Steal. Bontrager, and he's called for traveling as he knocked it away and then lost his balance, and they whistled him for traveling. Yeah, you said earlier, Dan, that Coach Stuckey uses a lot of guys off his bench. He just brought 3 new fresh bodies in to give his team a rest. So they're pretty deep. Shot from the baseline by Jethro is no good. Not they call a foul.
Foul's going to be called on Coke, his first. So they've got their points spread out. They've also got their fouls spread out.
They
1,
do,
2,
don't
3,
they?
4, 5, 6, 7 players with at least 1 foul for Fremont. But also means nobody in any kind of foul trouble.
Jethro misses his first free throw. He'll get 1 more.
So
Jethro, a 73% free throw shooter. And the second one misses, tipped up, but we have a foul, and that's going to go against Westview.
Say Brady.
Yeah, Brady tried to tip it away, and he must have gotten the arm of the Fremont player. Brady's first. Coach Tribble off the bench, questioning the call. Cross-court pass, Bontrager, Slee in the corner for 3, and he hits again. We just can't keep that guy, or give that guy that shot.
He is 4 of 5 from three-point range.
And most of them have been uncontested. Luke, under pressure, gives it off to Wiley, and he gets the soft touch there underneath. Drive, oh, Luke came flying in there, and a rejection on Parnan. We have a whistle before the shot at the other end.
Well, that was sort of fun having one going the other way.
No kidding, we've seen that go against us all evening. Colton Guthrie picks up his second foul. Then we've got a untied shoe on one of the referees, so he had to tie it up. And we're ready to resume. Wiley Bennick's inbounding for Westview. And he gets it to Luke. Boy, almost caught him going the wrong way. Owen Brill to Brady, double team, back to Brill. Back to Brady, open for three. And he got it. First three of the night for Brady. That's a good sign.
It is, absolutely.
44-41.
They had rattled off 8 straight on us.
Slee fakes the three. We have Wiley getting out on him now. In the corner, wide open for a three, and it's good. That was Falk, his second three of the night. Boy, they're bombing from, everybody's bombing for Fremont. Pass inside to Luke, and he gets it to go, even though he was shoved from behind. Basket will count, and he's going to go to the free throw line. That's the same as one of those three-point shots anyway. If Luke can connect here.
Can convert. That foul was called on Guthrie, his third. So they do finally have someone in a little bit of foul trouble.
Owen comes out.
Called, yeah. I think.
Camden comes in.
Yeah.
Another timeout, 47-43 Fremont. 2:26 to go, third quarter, back in 30.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
47-43, 2:26 to go, third quarter. Fremont with the lead.
So we're 3 of 5 from three-point range this quarter, Jerry, which looks pretty darn good until I look on the other side of the ledger. They're 4 for 4.
Oh, my.
I thought things were starting to go our way, and they just start popping them in from everywhere.
Just when you think Westview's getting momentum, they just come right back down with a fast break, layup, or a three. So now Luke will try to convert, and he does on the three-point play. He has 9, 47-44, Westview down 3. Almost a steal out there by Jethro. Three by Bontrager is off the back of the rim, hits the top of the board, and Jethro waits for it to come down and grabs it. Brady with it. He'll go to Wiley for a three. It's going to be short, and the rebound ripped down by Fremont. Bringing it up was Folk. He gets it into the corner to Bontrager. Bontrager out front to Beeman. Now into the hands of Folk. Folk tries to drive on Jethro. Slee drives it into the paint, then feeds Bontrager. Beeman with a three, and that's off the mark. Chased out, grabbed by Fremont. Thought we had that one. Slee takes it down, and he stepped out of bounds. We've seen that. That's a very popular play in the last few years where they take it down the baseline. They really don't have anywhere to go. They jump and then try to throw it underneath to somebody.
Yeah, across the bottom, out of bounds.
Right.
But obviously it's fine as long as the ball doesn't touch the ground out there.
Luke to Brady for three. Can't get it. Good rebound by Micah Miller. He feeds Brady. Brady put it up on the runner. No good. Micah flew in there in a rebound, and we're going to have a foul, and that's going to go against Fremont.
Micah, 2 huge offensive boards.
Good hustle by Micah Miller. Brady will inbound for Westview underneath their own basket. Get it into Luke, out front Camden. Now the ball stolen away by Bontrager. He'll take it down over Camden, puts it up and got it. 49-44 Fremont. 68 seconds to go, third quarter. Luke drives it, gives it to Camden. Camden goes to Brady. Luke takes it into the paint, forces it up. Can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Fremont will be Westview basketball.
Luke trying to make something happen inside.
He ran into a wall when he got under there. Wiley gets the inbound pass, give it to Micah, and then to Brady. Brady drives it, has it knocked out of his hands. Fast break again. Beeman, he'll put it up and in. They did that to us last year over there when they ran away with it 55-44 over at Fremont. The Eagles beat the Warriors, and that fast break was killing us.
Poke the ball loose, and off we go.
Yep. 51-44. 18 seconds to go, third quarter. Luke out front. Bounce pass to Wiley, down low, Brady. He'll put it up. Got it. Nice little floater for Brady. He has 15. That'll do it for the third quarter. Fremont 51, Westview 46. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this 60-second time.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Did Parnan make both his free throws?
And we're back at Westview. 51-46 as we enter the fourth quarter of play. Westview chasing 5. Camden Yoder back into the ball game for Westview, and he inbounds to Luke Helmuth. Bounce pass, that's Wiley in the corner. He'll pull it out inside Micah. Good quick move. Hits Luke down low on his feet. They'll work it back out front now. Brady, fall away jumper, won't go. Rebound, Micah Miller, put back goes. That big guy in there helps. Micah, his second field goal, and a 3 again on this side. Ethan Bodfriger with his second 3. Brady tries to get the 3, can't. Now he'll pop it, and it's off. Wiley Minix on a good hustle, but Beeman stole it away from him. And back comes Fremont. Beeman all the way in. Can't get it. Rebound Wiley. Gets it to Brady. Brady with Slee on him. Goes left side to Wiley. Right back to Brady. Now to Helmuth. Luke looks. Hits Brady at the elbow right side. And now Micah Miller. They'll swing it into the corner left side to Minix. Back out on the wing to Luke Helmuth. Back to Wiley. Good defense by Fremont. Westview playing pass on the perimeter. Now Luke will pull it all the way out and he'll try to run something. Picked by Camden. Nothing doing there. Now Brady gets it. He tries to drive. He'll go left side. Wiley left open for 3. Spins out. Won't go. And now we have a whistle and a foul's going to be called on Fremont.
After the shot, they're saying he ran into Wiley after the
Parnan.
shot.
Yep. It's going to be a shooting foul for Westview.
That's the 7th team foul already.
Brady comes out for a rest. Back into the ball game comes Brill.
It's going to be extremely important to hit these free throws.
Oh my.
I mean, that's an advantage we have right now that we need to take it. We need to use.
Wiley 71% from the free throw line. Hits that one.
14 for Wiley now.
Jethro back in for Luke. 54-49. Fremont's been able to keep that edge no lower than
About
5.
3 or 4.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it seemed like it'd been 5 forever. Now Wiley hits the free throw. We're down to 4. Ethan Bontrager. Looked like he took an extra step there. No call.
I would say he did, but
Ethan 3, got it. Third 3 of the night for Bontrager. 57-50. Fremont back up 7. Just under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Camden Yoder out front. Jethro right side Micah. Swing it over to Owen. Back to Camden. He'll pull it out front. We're having a hard time penetrating that Fremont defense. And now we got another foul. Fremont has been giving us a lot of fouls.
like I said, as long as you keep making the free throws, that's fine.
That's right.
Foul's going to go against Parnan, his third. Cope checks in for Parnan.
Jethro at the stripe, and he hits.
He missed 2 in a row in the third quarter. Make up for that. Well, of course, as long as they keep hitting threes, or 2, even if we make both our free throws, it's not going to cut into the deficit, is it?
That one's short. Battle on the floor. Jethro comes up with it on the hustle. Camden for 3, and he hits. That could be something that'll wake us up. Camden Yoder was left open and he hit it. Slee drives. Driving, and we have a travel. We saw that at the beginning of the ball game several times, and when they try to drive like that, they get out of control, and it was a travel.
So the turnovers have stayed pretty even. They're at 14, we're at 13.
Chance to tie here if we can hit a 3. Pass inside, throw it away. Ethan Bontrager brings it up for Fremont. He's double teamed, he'll cross court it. Slee left open for 3, and he hits. Boy, you just can't, how many has that guy missed?
1.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
5 of 6.
My goodness.
Unconscious from out there.
Yeah, 60-54 Fremont, 4:54 to go in the ball game. Westview wants to talk it over. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
60-54 Fremont with the lead, 4:54 to go in the ball game.
So Jerry, here in the second half, Fremont is 7 of 9 from 3-point range. And in the second quarter, they were 4 of 7. So that's 11 of 16 in the last 2.5 quarters.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to beat anyone shooting that kind of kind of rate and taking that many threes.
Jethro gets it out front, Wiley. He'll pop a 3. And it spins out. How many times have we seen that tonight? Man. Beeman brings it up for Fremont. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Driving is Beeman. He'll put it up short. Michael with a rebound. Lead pass comes to Wiley. They give it to Camden. In the corner. Brill feeds Wiley for another 3 attempt. That one's off the back of the rim. Rebound is in there was Owen Brill, and he's fouled. Good hustle by Owen on the offensive board. And that's going to be Cope picking up the foul. 2-shot foul coming for Owen.
And we'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Double bonus.
As that was, that was only the 9th. That was a shooting foul. But obviously the rest will be 10 or more.
Shot by Owen is off the mark. He'll get one more. 50% free throw shooter on the year. Jethro comes out.
Luke's down here ready to check in for Owen.
Shot in the air. This one's nothing but net throwing.
Well, he's 50% tonight, too.
Once again, a 5-point lead for Fremont. Bringing it up will be Colton Guthrie. Ethan Bodtrager. Get it out front to Beeman. Back to Bodtrager. He'll hand it off to Guthrie. Looks like Fremont's going to be content here, Dan, to just take some time off the clock, take the high percentage shot. In fact, maybe they're just going to go into a spread offense here, it looks like.
So they have the ability to just explode and go fast, but they're also able to back it out.
Well, they've got some really quick players. All of them are, it seems like. Bounce pass inside. Parnan puts it up. Or Cope, rather. Cope hits it, and he's fouled.
Caught Micah looking the other way. He's coming across. But Cope was already coming in there, so Micah picks up the foul.
Cope at the free throw line. And he misses the shot. Ball knocked around and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fremont. It goes off the foot of Ethan Bodtrager. And it'll be Westview basketball.
So until that point, the Eagles were perfect from the stripe, 2 of 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they haven't been there much.
No, they haven't.
Camden Yoder out front. Westview in bad need of a bucket here. Brady tries to drive the baseline. Can't find room down there. Inside pass to Luke, back out front to Camden. They'll give it to Brady. Brady drives. He had a Fremont player on the floor, took advantage of it and put it in. Brady was 17. Ball going to the corner. Slee's shot from 3. It goes up and hits the support wire. And it'll be Westview ball.
I think we figured it out. We just need to be like 20 feet away from him when he shoots.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll miss one.
That's right. 60-second timeout here. 62-57. We'll be back right after this 60-second break.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
62-57, 2:46 to go. Both teams breaking out of their huddle. And I just noticed Fremont averages 57.4 points per game. We average 58.5 offensively. Defensively, we give up 55. They give up 55.9. So it's pretty even in that department. I think we play a little bit tougher schedule with more of the 4A schools on it. But, boy, it's been pretty evenly matched tonight, but Fremont just has out-hustled us.
Yeah, come into our gym and, well,
from the corner.
They've outshot us.
Good job on the miss by Wiley, and then offensive rebound. Good work by, who was it, Luke and Micah.
Luke got the offensive board.
Wow, I thought it looked like
Parnan's smiling. He knows it went off his hand.
Yeah, I think that's going to get reversed.
I don't know if it is.
Maybe not. Ball went out into the hallway, so they had to wait for it to get retrieved, but it'll stay in Fremont's hand. It looked, I don't know, maybe he didn't have his arms together and it went right through him like a goalpost, but
I think the wry smile on his face told the story. He knows he touched it, but he's not going to complain.
I would tend to agree with that. 62-59. One possession game for Westview. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Pass underneath and a quick bucket is good by Cope, his second. Camden out front for Westview. Looking for help, and then we got a reach-in foul. It's going to be called on Fremont's Colton Guthrie.
That's his fourth. I'm not sure what he was expecting to do there. He reached around both sides. That's pretty much going to be a foul.
Yeah, you're
every
pretty
time.
much hugging the player, and that doesn't work unless you're trying to commit an intentional foul.
I mean, even if he isn't touching him, just by encircling him
Right.
completely, they're going to call that as a foul.
Camden hits his first.
And you know what that is?
That's his first free throw of
That's
the whole
his
year.
first non-3-point
the whole
point of the year.
Right. He was 0 for 1 from two-point land and 0 for 0 from the free throw line up until now. So now he's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. And just for that, he's taken out of the ball game. Brill comes back in for Westview. 64-61. 3-point deficit. So once again, we have a one-possession game. Fremont's Ethan Bontrager brings it up. Quick pass to Beeman. Beeman goes to Slee. Slee double team. Back to Bontrager. Quick pass to Guthrie. Fremont will try to play takeaway, or keep away, I should say. Westview will try to play takeaway. Another layup. That's all they're waiting for. Cope again. 6 off the bench. Timeout called by Coach Pribble. 74 seconds on the clock here at Westview. 66-61 Fremont. We'll be back with the final minute and 14 right after this 60-second timeout.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
And we're back. Westview with the basketball. Down by 5, 66-61. Minute 8 to go in the ball game. Grady tries to drive. Knocks over the Fremont player. No whistle. And I like to see that. And now we have a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Westview's Jethro Hostetler. Fourth foul on Jethro. 60 seconds to go in the ball game. Ethan Bontrager inbounding underneath the Westview basket. He'll get it into Beeman, back to Ethan. Bontrager across the timeline, working against Luke Helmuth with 50 seconds to go. Slapped away, he gets it back, and we have a whistle. Timeout called by Coach Stuckey of the Fremont Eagles. We'll keep it right here for this one. It's going to be a full timeout. 47.5 seconds to go in the ball game. Westview down 5. We've got to get a steal here, Dan.
Yeah, we need it. I mean, still only 5. It's only a 2-possession game, but man, we just cannot get back in there. We had tied it up 36 all about halfway through the third quarter, and then they had taken off and scored 8 straight, and since then I think 3 might be the closest we've gotten. Just a little bit ago we were at 59-62, but yeah, it's just
well, yeah, we were talking back and forth during a break earlier, and I know we had, I think you mentioned that Wiley, after his 3, we were down 3. We were still down 3 then?
Yeah, or 4 actually.
Yeah, okay, it was 4 then, and then the 3 came in later on then.
Yeah.
Or when we were.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's been either 5 or 6, 7
Yeah, we talked a little bit about their three shooting. I mean, they've hit 12 threes. They have 36 points on threes. They are 12 of 21.
We had no stats for Fremont, so we don't know. But you know, it does make you wonder. A 10-10 record. I mean, this might be the game of the year for them.
Shooting almost 50%.
Slee's going to take a three. Oh, he hits. Wow.
So that strategy of leaving him wide open didn't work that time.
It sure didn't. 6-3 of the night for Slee. Ball knocked out of bounds underneath. 32.6 to go. It's going to take a miracle here for Westview to pull this one out. Inbounding will be Wiley Minix. He'll get it way out front to Jethro. Back to Brady. He's going to have to shoot it. There goes Wiley. And he hits. I'm not sure where we are on our timeouts. Slee underneath. He'll pull it right back out again. 18 seconds. In a corner, Slee, and we have a whistle on the foul on Owen.
The bad, well, I guess they were at 5 now. We still need to do 2 more fouls just to get them shooting free throws.
16.5 seconds on the clock. Ball inbounded into the hands of Beeman, and he's fouled immediately by Brady. That's only his second. Only a second and a half taken off the clock. 15 seconds now to go.
And 6 team fouls now on Westview, so the next foul they will be forced to shoot free throws.
Inbounding will be Guthrie, and he'll lob it into Bontrager. Good job by Luke, tipping it away.
Almost.
Luke got way up in the air. Yeah, knocked it into the Fremont bench, so it'll stay in the possession of Fremont, and they'll be inbounding right in front of their friendly bench. Colton Guthrie will inbound again. Bounce pass comes in. We have an immediate foul on Luke.
Luke and Ethan pushing each other around a little bit there.
I liked what the ref did. He kind of pointed it at his head like, think, boys, come on. I'm not sure what that referee's name is. I can't think, but he is a sectional referee. Slee chases down the missed shot on the free throw, and then he's fouled.
Yeah, the ball came off funny. We were covering the other side in the front, and it came off the right side. And that's only their 4th offensive board of the night. We have 13 offensive boards, but that was a big one for them.
Slee first opportunity for the free throw line, and he hits them both. He has 6 threes tonight, 71-64, and now Luke is fouled. Not sure. I don't think the coach was very happy about that. Beeman.
Unless he figures they'll only get 2 that way, they can't get 3. But
maybe.
But it stops the clock.
Right.
Not sure I would recommend that.
No, because, yeah, you're not helping yourself by not letting time go off the clock. Luke hits another free throw. He's hit 6 tonight. He's improving
his percentages.
Yeah, because he came in 56%. Did he hit them all?
Yes, he did. I
7
didn't want
out
to
of
say
7.
it. Didn't want to say it before he shot.
I didn't want to ask either because I thought that'd force you, or else you could have told me to shut up. 71-66. We have another foul on Westview, and we'll come to the other end. And once again, it'll be Slee at the free throw line.
Not sure that's who we wanted to have there, but they got the ball to him, so we had to foul him. His first 2 shots earlier, just nothing but net.
That one he made a little bit more exciting. Rolled in. He's 3 for 3 for the free throw line. 22 points now for the junior. Or actually 21. And he misses that one. Luke to Owen. He'll drive it all the way down, lay it up. Can't get it. And that's going to do it. Fremont comes into Westview And I'd say this was an upset here tonight with Fremont at 10-10 record and Westview at 13-7 playing on their home court. Fremont comes in and takes the victory here tonight, 72-66 over Westview. We'll be back to wrap things up from Westview right after this 2-minute timeout.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
And back at Westview High School, wrapping things up here for the last regular season conference game of the year. Westview drops one to Fremont, and wow, three-point shooting. I think that's it. All comes down to three-point shooting, and the absolute barrage that the Eagles put up there tonight. They were led tonight by Slee, Junior Slee. He had 6 threes. He had 21 points altogether. He was 3 of 4 from the line, and he was 6 of 8 from the three-point range.
Unbelievable.
6 of 8.
Yeah.
As a team, they were 13 of 22. They shot 59% from three-point range, and if somebody jacks up 22 shots, it's going to be really hard to beat them if they hit 50,
That's right.
59%.
They're going to beat a lot of teams if they play like they did tonight.
Yeah, and it wasn't one of those, just all of a sudden everybody felt it because there were a fair number of players that had threes.
Right.
So he had 21 points. Ethan Bontrager, a senior, had 13 points tonight. He had 3 threes and 2 regular buckets. 8 points tonight for Brody Falk. He had a 3. 7 points for Brogan Blue. He had a 3-pointer. 6 points tonight for Gage Cope. He did not have a 3-pointer.
But he scored. That guy
He scored all his points in the fourth quarter when they were spread it out, and he got all his points as layups.
Underneath, yeah.
Yep. So they did a nice job with that, getting that spread out and then getting him to score underneath. Bryce Parnan had 6 points. He also did not have a 3. Caden Huffnagel had a 3. He finished with 3 points. Colton Guthrie had 4, and Corbin Beeman had 4. It's almost easier to say who all didn't have 3s than what did for them.
Yeah, no kidding.
My gosh. Westview led tonight by Wiley Minnix, I believe. I've got him down for 18, and Brady Yoder for 17. 11 points tonight for Luke Helmuth. Luke got most of his points from the free throw line. He got 2 points from the free throw line every period except the third. He only had 1 there, but he was 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Westview as a team was 15 of 20, so we hit 75%. Better than some games we shot, that's for sure. 6 points this evening for Micah Miller. I think that ties his personal high. But I think even more importantly than that, he had 4 rebounds in the second half, 3 of those offensive boards. 5 points each for Jethro Hostetler and for Camden Yoder. And Camden scored his first non-3 points of the year.
With his free throws.
Yeah, he hit some free throws. So Camden did hit a 3 tonight. And so that was his 10th 3 of the year. And only his first 2 free throw attempts, and he's 100% from the free throw line. Looking at rebounding, both teams pulled down 13 defensive boards. The huge difference, and we apparently couldn't quite capitalize on it, couldn't use it to overcome that 3-point shooting barrage. We also had 13 offensive boards, and they had 4. So a huge rebounding advantage in our favor. Brady did lead us tonight. He had 3 offensive, 3 defensive. Jethro not far behind. He had 5 rebounds, 3 defensive, 2 offensive. Micah Miller had 3 offensive boards and a defensive. Luke Helmuth had a couple offensive boards. Owen Brill had an offensive board. Camden and Wiley each had an offensive board. You know what I just realized? I think every single one of our players had at least 1 offensive board tonight, which
that was good.
That's good.
That's a positive.
But so we hit 7 threes, but that was out of 26 attempts. And like I said, they made 13 of 22, and that's just almost impossible to overcome.
Right. Micah Miller, I think, was another positive in this game tonight. I think he looks like he's getting more confidence the more he plays. And tonight he looked very aggressive underneath. He got a couple of key rebounds there and put 4 points on the Are we done? Okay, we just had a short power failure there. They pulled the plug on us. Didn't mean to, so guess we can wrap it up here. Inadvertently unplugged us.
Those Yoder boys.
I tell you.
Rob did it to us once, and tonight it was Roger.
Yeah.
Accidentally hitting the toggle switch on the power strip.
Yeah, that can happen.
It can happen. So.
Final score tonight, Westview defeats, or I wish, Fremont defeats Westview by a score of 72-66. Westview now drops to 13-8 on the season, and they are 7-3 in the Northeast Corner Conference. And I didn't look to see where that would put us as far as standings are concerned. I think we'd still have the second place.
At least as a tie, but maybe not alone.
Well, it could be because, we dropped to 7-3, and Central Noble 6-3, Lakeland 6-3, Angola 6-3. So
Prairie Heights finished at 6-4.
Yeah. So there's still that's open, wide open now. That second place could be a tie. Anyway, the final score was 72-66. Westview, like I said, 13-8 now and 7-3. Fremont improves their record to 11-10, and they are even in the Northeast Corner Conference with a mark of 5-5. So that's going to do it for tonight. Once again, we'll be in at Concord on Friday night, and you'll hear live audio, but they aren't allowing us to do live video from there. So we'll bring you a radio broadcast, I guess, from Concord on Friday night.
You'll still be able to listen to it through IHSA TV. I assume we still have to do it through IHSA TV only. So anyway, tonight's game sponsor, as always, Weaver Furniture Sales, 2 locations in Shipshewana. Our pregame sponsor, JR Solutions, bringing you internet wherever you are. Also our halftime sponsor all year this year has been Pizza Depot in Millersburg. Also brought to you this evening by Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, by Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka, Stutzman Power Equipment in Shipshewana, by Height Auto Body in LaGrange, Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, also Dry Forest Wood Products, Shipshewana, by LaGwana, your local creative services provider, Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, Avail Portable Toilet and Sink Rentals, by Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury, by Topeka Pharmacy, the Van Buren Hotel at Shipshewana, by Emma Warehouse, and by Ben's Pretzels in Shipshewana. Tonight's game was a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network.